You know what would be cool? Authentication. Let's make it so that we can sign in. We saw in our static version that there was a sign out button. That strongly implies that there should be a sign in button too. So let's go ahead and add those. Don't worry about how they work yet. Let's just add the buttons. All right. Well, I suppose I should have kept my static thing up there. Let's have a look at this button. In our HTML, the sign out button, it's just a button with a class of logout. Since the text says sign out, I'm going to make this component called sign out instead of logout, because that is what I want to do. So let's add a new component. Let's call it sign out. I'll just make the CSS first, so I don't have to switch back and forth. Signout.css, signout.js. Now do the usual. Import React from React. Let's import our new CSS file. Let's create a functional stateless component. Const signout is an arrow function. Let's remember to export default signout. And we're going to render something. Oh, no, I mean, we're just going to return something. Functional stateless. It's going to return a darn button, right? We'll give it a class name, not just class, of signout named after the component. And it'll say sign out. Go ahead and make this a multi-liner. Why not? Pretty easy. Looking at the CSS from our static version, at the very, very bottom, we see button with a class of logout. So that's the rule we want. Let's just select that rule. And our component has a class of signout. So in signout CSS, we'll say dot signout and paste in that rule. Let's go ahead and throw that button right above add thing. So in app.js, down in our JSX, right above thing, let's see, right above add thing, under the header, I'm going to say sign out. Now, what error would I get if I save this right now? Yeah. I did not import it. So it would have said, sign out is not defined. So when you see that error message, that's a pretty good clue. You did not import the darn thing. So I'll put it right before base. I'll put all my components together. Import sign out from sign out. Much better. Looks just like our static version. Now, if we weren't logged in, we wouldn't want to see that. We would want to see a login button instead, right? I'm going to go ahead and make a tiny little commit with just the sign out button. Add sign out component.